YouTube, what it do? It is your boy back with yet again another video. And in today's video, we're about to get into a Hall of Fame debate. I got a list of players here. We're just going to debate if they should be in the Hall of Fame or if they shouldn't be in the Hall of Fame. And joining me on this video, got some returning guys. I got my boy Jay. What's good, man?
Gentlemen.
And I got my kinfolk Will. What's good? 2 stars of the Jay and Will show. And I got returning my boy Thomas. What's up, man?
What up? What up? What's going down?
All right, fellas. I'm about to give you a list of players. I'm kind of run down some of their credentials. Y'all kind of let me know, if y'all think these guys should be Hall of Famers. These are a few guys that a lot of people kind of got on their list of kind of like, if we're thinking about it, or they can eventually get in, but what you give them, you're gonna wait a little bit. So you guys ready?
Let's do it.
All right, first player is Joe Johnson. He scored over 20,000 points, 7-time All-Star, 1-time All-NBA third team, and this is the kicker right here, y'all. He's only gotten out the past second round one time in his career.
ISO Joe.
ISO Joe. 7-time All-Star.
Yeah, no, I'm gonna say no.
All that was with Atlanta, right? Unless one of them was with Brooklyn. I think most of those with Atlanta.
Yeah, I think that passed the first round because they didn't play Cleveland in the Eastern Conference Finals one year.
Who, Brooklyn or
Atlanta?
Talking about Atlanta.
Yeah.
I don't know if it was a. Yeah, you know what? You might be right because they had.
That's the one they won 60 games that year.
Yeah. And they,
yeah, Josh Smith.
Yeah.
Josh Smith and Zaza Pachulia and them boys.
Yeah.
Kyle Korver made the All-Star team that year.
Yeah, that's the one. DeMar Carroll made it too. Yeah.
Yeah. So
Al Horford.
He could be a Hall of Famer, all Atlanta Hawks, maybe, but I don't think he's the Yankees.
You mean in the Ring of Honor?
Ring of Honor, yeah.
Yeah, he could be in the Ring of Honor for them.
No. Yeah,
nope.
I'm passing that.
Nope.
No.
I'm gonna say no too, man. Like I said,
you want to give it to him, but no.
You do.
Yeah, I did. It's that one time All NBA part, man. It kind of got me. Only being at the second round one time. All right, fellas, this is gonna hit a little bit more towards home right here. Y'all ready for this one? Sean Marion.
No.
4-time All-Star,
Oh,
2-time All-NBA third team. And of course, he won a championship in 2011. This one right here is a debate going on now. If he should be in.
Is it?
Yeah, it's been a debate.
I say I'm gonna say yeah. I'm gonna tell you why. Because he transitions to being I could be the guy, right, in the Phoenix Suns era. Even with Jason Kidd, whatever you want to say, he could be the guy. Then he developed into I could be a role player with the Mavericks, right? And so if we put him on that alone from his transitional period, I think he could probably get enough votes to get in. Because if we just look at it, right, Vince Carter only gonna get in because of the culture of just dunking. Vince Carter really didn't do. I mean, he might got some All-Star game, He doesn't really do anything else. But if we think of a guy who could go from a starter, I'm telling you, this is my belief, right, and then can transition into a role player. A hell of a role player on the Mavericks team for those 4 years, who was their best defender at that time frame, I think he could get in. Because I think without him, they don't win the championship.
I was just about to say that, man. I was listening to a couple guys who were kind of saying that too. This guy never made an all-defensive team, which is crazy to me.
It's crazy.
Yeah, I didn't understand that. He pretty much kind of like
started that.
Yeah. There you go. I was about to say that he kind of started that wave of a guy that can play multiple positions and guard multiple positions or whatever. At his side, being able to play like the 4 and the 5 and all that stuff. Which when I was looking that up, I was like, sure he didn't win. He wasn't on any defensive team. It's crazy.
Probably didn't make it because the teams he were on were
that's
offensive
why.
juggernauts. So
the
offense, so much offense happening. If Phoenix putting up 130, it's so much offense that the other team gonna put up 120.
Yeah.
So it makes it seem like it's no defense, but somebody got to be able to slow them down.
That's 100%. I agree with that, bro. Yeah.
Like I said, he can sneak by for me. He can really sneak in there, and I'll be okay.
I'm gonna put him in now, but like I said, it's gonna probably be one of those ones where it's gonna probably take like his third time to kind of get in there before he gets in there.
And I'm just gonna put this out there: there will not be any more Vince Carter slander on this. Right?
I didn't slander Vince Carter.
What's that? What are we doing?
I didn't slander Vince Carter. What I'm saying is,
you know what? In the defense of Thomas, I kind of agree with Thomas because there was a lot of people that was questioning Vince Carter being in the Hall of Fame until like recently. Like his longevity, and you know what I'm saying, just kind of got him in there. You know what I'm saying? I kind of agree with him. I kind of agree with him.
Listen, I'm not slandering. No, I'm not saying that. But this is what I'm saying. If you go back and look at them early years of Sean Murray was getting you 20 and 10 and 5.
Yeah. Matter of fact,
he was getting those
5
numbers.
seasons of that. You know what I'm saying?
You see what I'm saying? He was getting it, and he transitions into a great role player, even for that year and a half played for the Cavaliers. You know, he transitions into that, man. I'm just
Vince didn't do that. Vince didn't do that.
Vince wanted to stay the man for almost. If he played 22 years, he wanted to stay the man for 16 of those years, and 4 years prior to that, that's when his legs went. And that's what I'm saying. Even when he went to Orlando, he was not the man no more.
No, he wasn't. He wasn't. That's when that's when the decline started hitting.
The decline started.
Yeah,
he didn't accept that role till he went to Mavericks of not being the man. Then he went to Grizzlies and said, "Okay, I'm not the man. I get it." He didn't accept that role to his third team. That's what I'm saying.
I think a lot of reasons why he's kind of put in there is because of his longevity.
I can't deal with this. Let's go to the next one.
I think Sean will make it.
This is insane.
All right, so
this is crazy.
Right. VC, I love you. I'm just using an example, dog.
But like
what tripped me up, Tom, is that you were saying that
only dunking.
His athleticism was why he got going to Hall of Fame. It's like, did you not see like? Do you think he just dunked the whole time he was in Toronto or in New Jersey? Because that's not what he did.
No, I'm just saying. Listen, it's just my opinion. My bad.
I feel you. I'm just trying to make sure I understand what. Right. I want to make sure I understand what you're saying.
That's what I'm saying. And if I just to be honest with you, right? BC, if we compare the two, he's gonna have. Of course, Vince Carter gonna have better numbers. Vince Carter to play defense. Okay, what you say? He didn't transition to a role player.
No, nobody ever said that.
So I'm just talking about overall aspect. Yeah, overall aspect. He went from I could be a starter, all-star on the team, and he transitioned to what the teams needed at the time. Next player, I want Derek to come back up here and do nothing to me, though.
No. I just that's crazy. Wow.
This is why I got these subjects, bro, for debates. All right, let's see if you get your opinion on this one. This one's kind of
dunking everywhere.
I was kind of confused on this one. Zach Randolph. So he won the 2004 most improved player. He was a 2-time All-Star, 1-time All-NBA third team. But check this out. He had 5 seasons of 20 points and 10 rebounds.
10 boards. Call them buckets and boards, man.
Yeah, man. Like I think he quietly did work his career, man. Like a lot of people slept on Zach Randolph, man.
Yeah.
I know y'all guys watch
Portland and
All
Memphis
Smoke podcast, and a couple of few of the guys on there kind of brought up, you know what I'm saying, Zach Randolph, man, talking about how he's impacting stuff. Like a lot of people slept on him.
Mm-hmm.
As far as being a Hall of Famer, though,
he'd be right there with Sean Marion. He'd be right there with Sean Marion just without the ring. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Because the numbers wise, what he brought to the teams, what really hit, and people obviously he didn't really average a block. But his big body at 6'8", 270, right? It stopped a lot of people from doing stuff. So
remember, he's part of the teams that remember that little run that was on. Memphis had the best
Memphis.
That was tough out.
Yeah. So I think he'd be right there with Sean Marion, where they're like, well, we can give him to him second or third try type of thing. When you put together those numbers, that 20 and 10, and even when he went to Sacramento, he do average like 15 and 8. He wasn't playing no minutes. You know what I'm saying? So. He on borderline. He straight borderline. But they call him buckets and boards for a reason because that's what he got.
Yeah. Bro, that dude probably one of the best under the basket players I've ever seen in my life,
man.
Bro. Yeah. It's to the point like
toe jumping.
My homeboy was sitting there debating like, have you ever seen Zach Randolph dunk? And one dude like, I seen him dunk. Like, bro, you need to show me a tape. Send me the video, bro, because I've never seen that dude dunk. But like you said, it can get you 20 and 10 at night, bro. I'm just like
easy.
Man.
You know, he say he can jump over a piece of paper. Like,
you know what I'm saying?
Dude told me he said he saw him dunk. I was like, bro, you must saw another.
No
player,
way.
Bro. I've never seen that dude dunk, bro.
No.
I've never seen him dunk. What you got, cuz?
Oh no, he's definitely getting in. It would be. I agree with Thomas. It'd be like second or third time. I don't think he'll be first ballot Hall of Famer because that's like for up there type of players. But he's definitely going to get in worthy just from the work that he did. Portland, that Memphis run was something serious.
And
That's
I
like
think they too. Go ahead.
but I say
Go
because
ahead, bro.
like
My
in
bad.
Memphis in Portland, you can see him at the up and coming, him putting it together, but you wasn't sure about it. And then when he went to Memphis and teamed up with Gasol, it was like, oh, okay.
Yeah.
And so
Yeah.
I think at that point, yeah, he's a Hall of Famer.
Yeah, remember
Let me. I'm gonna say to Jay, real fast. Listen, I hate to say it like this, but it turned around to where he was playing, and the people how they perceived him of his attitude. So you go from Portland to New York, you traded half a season to the Clippers, right? But then when he get to Memphis, right, and he got a coach and he got a squad that said, "Hey, dog, this is how we play. We play a team. You're not around these kind of particular." It wasn't nothing for him to do in Memphis. He couldn't get in trouble. And Portland, if we're gonna be honest with you, all his teammates were black. Just to be honest with you,
Trailblazers.
Trailblazers. Then he went to New York. Then he went to LA. Too much stuff going on in LA. Period. So you can see the transformation in him from being, oh man, he this, he's that, he's getting in trouble. Da 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 da. He got the Memphis settled down. And said, hey dog, you 10 years in now. You need to learn how to play this basketball. Yeah. And that's exactly what he did.
That his maturity level is something to talk about too, because you could see the growth for sure.
Yeah.
I was about to say about him. Oh yeah, that and also he was part of that Memphis team that beat the Spurs in the first round.
Nobody talks about.
That nobody talks about. We got to start highlighting that a little bit more. Leave us alone.
Yeah.
All right. All right. Yeah. Next we got this is an interesting one. When I did the research on this one, so Amari Stoudemire. He's a 6-time All-Star, 5-time All-NBA, and he won Rookie of the Year in 2003.
I think it would have been easier for him to get in.
If he didn't go to New York?
Yes. Yeah. Like his Phoenix, his career in Phoenix, the trajectory that he was on would be, easy Hall of Famer. But, with what happened with New York, I don't know now.
What year did he go to New York? Was that 2000?
2009.
Hold on.
Somewhere in there.
3.
Because
he went a year before Carmelo.
Yeah.
Right. He went the year before Carmelo.
Yeah.
Carmelo signed that.
The Heat.
So he had to go 10. Or he had to go 9 or 10
or 11.
I think it was 2000.
Yes.
10.
Something like that.
Okay.
It was somewhere between 09 and somewhere in that window.
So when did he finally lead the NBA? Wasn't it like 15?
Yeah, he
14
for the Mavericks. So something like that.
Yeah.
He went to Brooklyn too, I think, for a hot minute. Like he was kind of bouncing around for
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, because that's gonna be the thing with him is like Josh was saying, that a lot of people are looking at that Phoenix run, man, because he was dominant in Phoenix, man. When I looked at his numbers in Phoenix, I was like, Jesus, he just stayed there, he would have been hands down, man. Because you know how it is, like it's more like recency bias. Like I remember what you did last, and a lot of people remember him, like you said, like Jay was saying, going to them different teams and stuff, and it was like. So then, like, people start questioning, should he really be in the Hall of Fame now? Because, like, he was on this team, that team, that team. It's like not kind of as time goes on, you're forgetting about that how dominant he was in Phoenix. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And so that's the thing that's gonna hinder him. And I forgot to mention this too. See, a lot of people think that when you talk about Hall of Famer, they think that it's just NBA. Also, his overall basketball. It's a basketball Hall of Fame.
Yeah, it's
yeah. He won a championship. I think like 3 years ago.
Israel.
He was MVP there too. So it kind of factor to add that in there too. Which I think if with the voters, that can help with the voters as far as like public perception. A lot of people say like, I don't think he should be in there. He was on the good at Phoenix, but with that, I think that championship can kind of help get him in there.
Yeah.
But I think he should probably be one.
He could get in. I mean,
Yeah.
he could get in. He definitely could get in because he had a good 8-year run, 9-year run, however long that was. I think he came 2001 or 2, something like that.
3.
And in
2002,
3, he came
2003,
in 3.
yeah. He won Rookie of the
You know what
Year
I'm
in
saying?
2003.
Rookie too. So you know what I'm saying. So
Right,
that's a
16.
good 8-year run, man. That he was doing his thing. And people, even though he got hurt in Phoenix, like we said a couple of shows ago, Phoenix did have a renown for their injuries and physician work.
Mhm.
And he had that one really good year in New York, which was that first year.
Mhm.
And after that, it was nothing.
Yeah.
Sucks too.
Yeah, that is true. So yeah, you got to factor that in too with the Phoenix run too. Cause that's an extra year towards it. Plus added that Phoenix in. So yeah.
Mhm.
What you got, cuz? You think you Hall of Famer?
Yeah, I think he'll end up getting in. It'd be a close one, but I think eventually he'll get in.
Okay. Now this one is an interesting one here, man. This is a debate that's still going on now. I know he's come out in the public and kind of voiced his opinion about it. And this one is Tim Hardaway Sr., not Junior, Senior. 5-time All-Star, 5-time All-NBA. Now the crazy thing about it is he played with Rum TMC, with Chris Mullin and Mitch Richmond, and he played with Alonzo Mourning.
Yep.
All three of those guys are in the Hall of Fame. Now, I like Mitch, Chris Mullin, but I think a lot of that had to do with him also playing for the Dream Team. They kind of got him in there. Now, Chris Mullin was a bad, but don't get me wrong. Yeah, that boy was a monster. I think Josh know this story. When I was a kid, I thought he was Larry Bird when I first saw him. I went to a Mavs game and I was like, Larry Bird, like the dude that they killed us. This was in the 90s, of course. But yeah, I think he should be a Hall of Famer, man, because his impact. Like he got hurt probably when he come to the Mavs in 2002.
Somewhere in there.
Yeah.
So he was late in the career.
Yeah. So probably like 2 years before that, when his injury started kind of hindering him or whatever. But from that run in the Golden State, especially the Miami years, man.
Yes.
Baller, man. Yeah.
He's the creator of that of your dribble for me, man. If you think about crossovers, right?
Yeah.
He used to call was the text. I mean, he went to UTEP. I can't think what they call the crossover, man. Of a
Killer
Texas El
crossover.
Paso. Killer, yeah, you know what I'm saying? He's
crossover.
kind of created that fast dribble 1-2 and go.
Bruh, you look at the highlights.
And plus, he played for the Mavericks, so
he hit it so clean, bro. He just it is like okay.
Yeah.
And
you was gone, man. I think he should be.
And he also was one of the first point guards to be a dominant scoring point guard, because he had multiple seasons of giving you 20 and 10. You know what I'm saying? Especially in Miami.
He shot the three real well.
Yeah, that too.
Yeah.
That's why I said, bro, you got those other three guys in there, man. And he was a part of those runs that those other three guys were on, man. I think he should be in the Hall of Fame, man.
For sure.
I think hands down he should be in the Hall of Fame.
Oh, yeah.
I don't know how he's not, to be honest.
Yeah, I've wondered that too, because like I said, I've heard him on different interviews, and people asked him that, like, do you think it should be in the Hall of Fame? And he was kind of like, yeah, I mean, he got to say the right answers. Like, just whatever, the Lord, all that stuff.
Not bring the Lord into
bro,
it.
I'm sitting there thinking to myself, like, you not in there yet, bro.
Jesus know you ball, so you know.
Right.
So I'm just like, man, like, nah, bro, you should be in there, bro. I don't even know why we even having this debate, man.
Right.
All right. So the next one, this is an interesting one too. Chris Webber. 5-time All-Star, 5-time All-NBA, 94 Rookie of the Year.
I'm going first. Let me go first, man. Let me go first. Say, Chris Webber was my dog. Listen, that was my man. For me, he's one of the big look at it. One of the first.
Hey, that counts towards that counts too. That counts towards your resume.
No, you're right. No, you're right about it. But if I look past that right there, if I just happen to blink and look past that, right? Yeah. He's one of the ones that can say I was a big man a couple years before KG, and I was averaging 20, 10, and 5. Right. And I did it. And believe it or not, even KG with Wally Skirby, I know Chris Webber had a Stojakovic. They just happened to go against the Lakers. It's just one of those things. Yeah, if the Lakers one team wouldn't be good. They could have probably won because they had a 1 through 5, really 1 through 7 on the team. You know what I'm saying?
That's true.
Who could really ball? They just happened to face the Lakers. Nothing you could do about It was just the Lakers' time in the early 2000s. Chris Webber, in my opinion, even that 1 year he went to Philadelphia, he averaged 20-9, 20-10, and then the knees really got caught up and went to Detroit.
Yeah, that's when it started kicking in.
Whatever,
yeah.
but it kicking in. But I think he should be in that thing, man. I definitely think he impacted his team enough to go and be in the Hall of Fame.
Is broadcasting part of it? Because
oh my god, hell, oh my god,
yeah, he probably
no
won't
way,
make it.
no way.
Nah, he's in.
We leave the broadcast up.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
man.
We ignoring that.
Lord.
We
You can't be
ignoring that
good
part.
at everything.
Yeah,
You
you
ain't
ignoring that
lying.
part.
You ain't
can't be
lying.
good
Yeah, you
at
said, bro, what?
everything,
Bro, what? Nah, we don't know something about.
No.
Nah, he's in. He's in.
Yeah, I
I
agree,
think he
man.
should be in.
So when I was looking this up, I think the one reason why he's not in, man, is because of that college scandal. I think that's really what's hurting him.
Oh yeah, that's true.
Yeah, that's really what's hurting him, bro. Because like you said, he had the numbers. You know what I'm saying? He his impact. His college career plus his NBA career, he should be in there. But because what he did impacted his college career, that's kind of like tainting that part, which is also to help add on to his NBA career. You know what I'm saying? And so that I really think that's the reason why he's not in right now. It's not because of anything else, like skill wise, numbers, all that stuff. He should be in there. It's just that I think people still holding on to the fact that because he went to trial like Grand Jury twice and lied under oath twice.
He lied, yeah.
Lied twice. And so I think it's gonna be one of those cases of like you just give it a little more time as we get further.
Well, Michigan gonna have to forgive them, boy. I know they records they just scrub their records from the books.
Mm-hmm.
Michigan gonna have to say, you know what? We're gonna go on. Listen here, we're gonna reinstate y'all. We're gonna.
They did.
Yeah, they did. Because Juwan Howard's coach now. So I mean,
yeah, you're right. You showed up right.
Yeah.
Well, they're gonna have to forgive them. We're gonna have to be another 5 years. They got to forgive them all the way, and that way, the people,
Right.
do the Hall of Fame say, you know what? All right, we're gonna go and let you boys in.
Yeah.
Because for me, out of that Fab Five, Chris Webber is the man. You know what I'm saying? He's the man. I know Juwan got their first technically $100 million contract, but Chris Webber is the dog. He's the man. He was a beast, man. He should be in.
I agree. Yeah, I think he should be in. Everybody agree? Should be in. Jake,
He quiet.
I mean, I'm not mad at it. But I don't know if
you better say something. I'm gonna say something about Vince Carter. You better say he better be in.
He already did. No, I mean, I liked him. I didn't have no issue with him.
Yeah.
I just didn't like him in Sacramento because they was killing us. But outside of that, like, no, I don't have no issue with him. I don't have no issue with him.
From listen, that mid '90s, early 2000s, right? You got him, Tim Duncan, Kevin Garnett, and then later years you come and you bring Dirk, man.
Right.
That power forward section was a beast, man. All
in the West.
Yeah, in the West.
In the West.
I think that's another thing too. Like he gets overshadowed because, like you said, you had those 3 point power forward. When he hit his peak, Dirk already hit his peak and was already established superstar in the league. Yeah. And so you had like you said, you had the Duncan, you had Garnett, and you had Dirk, which kind of overshadowed him. You know,
but they're all in though. Like
they're all in.
Yeah. They're all in, so he should be,
Yeah, he should be in that thing. Yeah. All right, bro. Man, this one is very interesting, man. This debate's going on right now. This guy was up for Hall of Fame, I think, twice now, and still hasn't gotten in yet. That's Ben Wallace. He's a 4-time All-Star, 5-time All-NBA, 6-time All-Defense, 4-time Defensive Player of the Year, and of course, he won a championship in 2004.
I think so.
Still doesn't. I don't get it, man. He should be in there.
Yeah,
because really, these sound like, if you think about it, man, these sound like Dennis Rodman numbers.
That's exactly what I was thinking. It's like that's what Dennis Rodman would do. No offense, but that defense and that rebounding, he'll do that all day long, and till you get a championship. And that's
he missed so much of that team. Like they're not winning without him being there.
Exactly. Remember, he had to hold down Shaq.
Yeah.
In 04. Yeah.
I think what probably hurt him is that I don't think he did it on 2 different teams. And almost 3 like Dennis. Dennis done it. He did it in Detroit. He was crazy in San Antonio, but he did it again in Chicago. So, but when he went from Detroit to Chicago and then to Cleveland, Ben Wallace really didn't do nothing but had that $60 million contract. And that's so true. He didn't do anything. I don't know if he had any. He probably second team all defense when he got. I don't know if he was still first, but I know in Detroit he was the man. And so I can't remember if he was undrafted or not. Was he undrafted?
Undrafted.
I think so. But if because of that, if you look at how he had to get it out the mud, he should be in there. But he didn't impact it once he got his contract and go to another team. He was still scrapping for a contract in Detroit. Oh, I need to get some money. Once he got that money with Chicago, and a year later he got traded again. So then he out the league. You know what I'm saying? So I know he kind of shuffled around a little bit because he was the Washington Wizards first, You know, same path as Chauncey Billups, just kind of boom, going here, and there. But he didn't do it on multiple teams on multiple occasions. But if you get it out the mud like him, he needs to be up in there.
Yeah, I agree. Yeah, he definitely needs to be in there, bro. Like I said, bro, look at these numbers, man. All defense, all NBA, all star, defensive player of the year 4 times, bro.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, he should be in there.
To Tom's point, I do think they kind of measure like longevity too, right? Like if it's just like a 3 to 5 year run, they kind of looking at that like, I mean, okay, but what'd you do? You were in the league for 11 years, so what happened those other 6 years or however many that are out? So I do think that does kind of play a factor into it. But the way he impacted the game during that time frame is like, you know, and you can't help injuries, and you know, I think a lot of that was kind of part of it too. Was that he started breaking down a little bit as well. But he's got to be in, I think.
Yeah, I think he got to be in there too. All right, guys. Next we got up. Now we gonna start getting more into the recent players. Now we got Andre Iguodala. He's a 1-time All-Star, 2-time All-Defense, 3-time champion. Of course, he won the Finals MVP in 2015
for holding LeBron down to 40.
The triple double.
You
Yeah,
know what I'm saying?
No, he stopped him from getting 40. He had 35.
Oh, my bad.
So, yeah, I'm gonna say no.
No way.
Yeah.
Let's go to the next person. No.
Yeah.
The thing I will say this though. The trajectory was there. People don't remember.
Absolutely.
Yeah,
he was balling in Philly. Like that boy was hooping in Philly.
Exactly.
He was hooping.
The AI square.
Yeah, exactly. He was hooping, but that's it. That ain't enough. So no.
He never really had a shot.
Nah.
That's
like
true.
6-7 years before he went to the Denver Nuggets and then got the contract from them. So he never had a shot. So I don't know. First, I still don't know how he got that that final MVP.
That's Steph injury or not playing well. Clay, I think Clay was hit or miss. I think he was like the only consistent as far as the rebounding and assists, because everyone else would be when they were hot to where you could get a win. But I mean, for me personally, I'd rather him win it than Draymond, because we'll never hit it at the end of it. If it was Draymond.
My God. God, imagine if Draymond had a Finals MVP. Oh my God. He would never shut up.
He wouldn't shut up.
Jesus,
exactly.
Man.
So yeah, I think it was just consistency. Steph wasn't consistent that Finals. Clay either, but like I said, when the team was so good that they didn't have to be consistent, but he was the most consistent out of them. So.
Yeah, but they wanted to give it to Steph, man, but like you said, he just kept like
having bad games.
Yeah, having like a bad game here and a bad game there. It's like, bro, you got to. I mean, we trying to give it to you, bro.
Yeah,
come on and help us give it to you. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
I'm just saying, 4 points. Half a steal, and I just play a little bit defense. Give me the Finals MVP. I just ran with LeBron. I literally didn't stop him. But I just ran with him.
Remember that one time he missed that shot? That was me.
You know what I'm saying? That was you.
That was me.
Put my hand up.
Get 40 though.
That was me.
Yeah,
39.9.
Exactly.
You get 40 though.
Exactly.
All right, so yeah, we got no Hall of Fame on him. All right, this is another interesting one right here, man. LaMarcus Aldridge. 7-time All-Star, 5-time All-NBA. He had 7 seasons of 20-plus points.
I think once he got a good – I'm going to tell you why. I think once he got a good coach, he didn't know how to play. Once he got the Greg Popovich that first year, he had to have another sit-down with him and say, hey, man, I don't know, and da-da-da. I think once he got a good coach – now, don't get it twisted. I thought when he had a good team with Brandon Roy, Nicholas Batum – Nicholas Batum. I know Greg Oden was hurt, but Greg Oden, whatever he was, man, listen, I thought but what I'm saying is, once he got a good coach, I don't think he performed well, because if we look at it like this, when Kawhi got injured, right? You remember that first year, that if we go back that first year Golden State won, or the second year, whatever it was, San Antonio came out and was beating them boys up.
Yeah, they had about 20.
Zaza went under his foot. He got hurt, and the pressure was, hey, boom, here go LaMarcus. This your moment. Tanked it. He tanked that thing. I think once he got a good coach in Greg, he didn't know how to perform. But I don't think his numbers. If I put his numbers up against Zach Randolph, I'm taking Zach Randolph. That's just me.
Okay.
Jay,
I think he had 6 games in the postseason of 30 plus points. I know that was like one knock of him is like, okay, he's doing good in the regular season, but like, what is he like? He quietly put up numbers. It's like it wasn't like a very like, strong, impactful numbers. Like, oh my God, did you see the numbers he put up? It's like, oh, he put those numbers up. Oh, okay, that's good. That's kind of how his impact was.
Yeah.
I'll just say this real quick, and I'll let you finish. Him going to San Antonio was the worst decision he could have made in his entire career.
Yep.
Because he left Portland after Dame's rookie year.
Mm-hmm.
If he would have stayed in Portland with Dame,
I'm glad he didn't stay.
Yeah.
Why?
Good. But no, we didn't win the championship.
I'm just saying that his trajectory would have been higher if he stayed.
No, yeah, you're right. No, I'm saying
like, I thought
he
would be more
had
valid if he stayed.
I forgot Dame wasn't there in 2011. I'm tripping. I about to say he had stayed there with him in 2011. Like, bro, probably wouldn't even won that game. Like,
oh no,
yeah,
no,
so
he wasn't there. He wasn't there yet.
Yeah,
he wasn't there yet.
But
but LA left after LA was there Dame's rookie year.
Yep.
And he left after that.
Yep.
He should have just stayed. Like you talked about how much you didn't have no help and all this other stuff.
There you go.
And you got help that just came in. So you got a dude on a rookie deal. So you got more room to sign somebody else, to bring somebody else in that could be a third option. But instead, you thought that you was going to be a primary option in San Antonio, which is like you go in there replacing one of the greatest power forwards ever, and you think you could just go fill those shoes like it's nothing. Like, bro, you got it made in Portland. You're in a small market that's overachieving. You just got a guy who nobody else wanted that you just happen to get that ends up being a top tier point guard. Right. Why would you leave? So that hindered what could have eventually grown into a Hall of Fame worthy resume. But now you got 3 years where you've kind of struggled to find your footing in San Antonio. That's going, like we said about longevity, it's going to count towards that or against that. So I say no, but the talent was there. He just he made a bad move. He made a bad move.
It's like you said too, Jay. It's funny you said that. The reason why he left Portland is because Dame was starting to kind of get that.
He took off. Yeah.
He's like in it, but I was like, when you said like the same thing you said too, it's like, okay, that's what you wanted though. Remember you complained about it because remember he had came out like was talking about how they should have drafted Kevin Durant and all that stuff. Mm-hmm. He's like, okay, now you have a young superstar coming up. You see what he did in his first year. Like, you know what I'm saying? Then you see what he's working over the offseason. He's gonna become that guy. That's what you wanted.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And plus on top of that, you got a guy now that he's young. You can play with him for the rest of your career.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? It's not like you got some old guy in here. You got a young guy that y'all handpicked yourself. You see what he was doing his rookie year. Like now you got a 1-2 punch there, bro. And he wasn't trying to have it, bro. It's like, nah, you getting too much attention. It's like, bro, okay, what do you want, bro?
Yeah.
Exactly.
You want to win or you want attention?
Right.
Okay, cool. You got attention over there in San Antonio. How that turned out? You know what I'm saying? It's just like
didn't like that.
Yeah. Like, man, but yeah, that's gonna be one of the ones, man. I think he's actually gonna make it in, bro. I think they're gonna put him in there.
Oh no.
You know what I'm saying? But I really think
if they let Sean Marion in, I guess he got shot.
Yeah, I think he's gonna probably end up getting in, bro. What you got, cuz? Think he getting in there?
Unfortunately, yeah. I think he'll get in, but he doesn't. I don't think he should. It's just he was.
It's hard to make the argument.
Yeah, it was balling in Portland. Like you could see that what they had put together. It's like just be patient with it, and he got impatient, and that took away his opportunity. Because I think if he would have stayed up there in Portland, I think they would have got a chip by now. Just from the talent wise, they would have been able to build around the two of them. Yeah.
Because you got CJ and then you got Dame. You just need that guy in the paint that was consistent and, you know what I'm saying, go-to type guy. And that's what he could have been, bro.
Exactly.
So I'm just like, the matter of fact, didn't they draft CJ that next year?
I think so.
Yeah.
I think him and Dame are a year apart.
Yeah. It's like, so you would have had CJ and you know what I'm saying? Like, you would have had your front court. I mean your back court. Like, bro.
Yeah.
Come on, bro.
Yeah.
And last but not least, fellas. Now this one, take your feelings out of it.
No, I don't know.
Jared, goodness gracious.
Okay, y'all ready? Rajon Rondo, 4-time All-Star, 3-time assist leader, 1-time All-NBA.
You talking about me?
2-time champ now. He's a 4-time All-Defensive player.
He's in.
Yeah, I think after this run here, he's gonna be in.
He's definitely in.
Yeah,
he was in even before this run. So.
That's what, and I was gonna say the same thing.
This solidified him getting in.
Yeah, this solidified him. Yeah,
but I think he was already getting in before this run.
I don't know, bro.
Yeah, that was kind of debatable, bro.
I mean, I guess it's how you look at it, right?
Yeah.
I really feel like that Dallas thing left a lot of people with sour taste in their mouth.
There you go.
As far as how he is, and and that stuff carries more weight than it should. It shouldn't, but it does.
Yeah, he does.
So I think he needed another, that last little nail in the coffin to solidify it. It would have been debatable, like I'm not saying he would have got in, but it would have been more of a toss up had he not had this run. But this definitely, like, there should be no question about it now. I do feel like what happened in Dallas does raise, like, prior to the Lakers run, that does raise a question about, well, damn, like, because, he hadn't really done it outside of, what he was known for in terms of, being part of a winning culture. And then he went to a winning culture in Dallas, and what happened? So I think there would have been room to debate it, but with the Lakers now, it's there's no question. Like, I don't know if he's first ballot, but he's certainly in.
Yeah,
he's in for sure.
Yeah, I think he's in for sure too because of that. Like you said, man, you said everything I was about to say. Yeah, that is that Dallas one is kind of held the weight on him. Because remember, he did good with the Pelicans.
That's what I'm about to say.
Yeah,
he did good. Sacramento. Yeah,
Sacramento and
Chicago. Those two tenures there was kind of like maybe getting him a little bit towards like, okay, Rondo looking like he might be able to get in there. But like you said, with this championship here, it was like, okay, he's in. Don't worry about it. He's good. Because now it's to the point now everybody wants him now.
I thought he. I know with the Mavericks kind of hurt him, but I thought he would be in because if we look at the Pelicans, then we look at Chicago, and both those series they went to the playoff. Somebody got injured, and so it kind of messed up their run. In fact, in Chicago, when he got hurt with Jimmy Butler and Dwayne Wade, they couldn't do nothing because they needed a point guard to run that show. When he got hurt, they was like, "Oh, we can't."
Remember, they was up 2-0 before he got hurt. Yeah, they was up 2-0
before he got hurt. Then he go to the Pelicans, right? Boogie get hurt, and it's nothing they can do because the rest of the team. You know what I'm saying? But when he's been there and he's just been the leader of the squad, right? Per se, he been the leader of the ball. Man, I thought his whether it's playoff or whether it's in a regular season, I thought his leadership for me, man, his leadership on that floor, knowing where to be, knowing where to get the ball, knowing what to do, and playing down the stretch, man, will put him in Hall of Fame. But you're right, this ring right here, it solidifies what all his accolades, and he definitely get in.
All right, guys, we got less than a minute. I want to thank everybody for rocking with us, man. Please like and subscribe to the channel. And comment below who y'all think should be in the Hall of Fame and who shouldn't be. And with that being said, y'all, we are out this piece.
Yeah.